to another PorchCon. Okay, we're inside again. Max is outside. He's having a whiny kind of not so good day. But he's at least 10, maybe 12, so he's, you know, rug old. But I still gave him Petsies and some food and some treats, so it's all good. If he comes, I will switch the lens so you can see him. Excuse me. Well, you can sort of see my glasses. In case you guys were wondering, yes, new glasses. The other ones were literally, the lens were boop, put it back, boop, put it back. So, it happens. First off, I'd like to thank everybody who came to Salt Lake and said hi. It's nice how many people said they watched PorchCon. So it made me feel really good. And I know I have to play catch up on YouTube, so please feel free to go subscribe over there, like, share, do watch parties, all that fun stuff, and I will get more content up hopefully today. I wanted to talk about something, you know, now that we're finally back to doing conventions live. You know, Albuquerque was great and very friendly, and, you know, really the first event that we did. Okay, I'm gonna have to blow my nose, don't watch. Sorry. All of a sudden it was like, oh my god, got to blow the nose. And it was good. And then we went to Vegas for the Star Trek show, and that was surprisingly like the perfect storm, and that was great. And we did the Hollywood show, and the Hollywood show was okay. It wasn't great, but it was okay. Then we did Salt Lake, and for the most part Salt Lake was great, but it's the first time ever I was at Salt Lake and had stuff stolen. Some of it was because of help, because they kept standing in front of me and cock blocking my view. And some of it was people took stuff. So I was mad at the time that people took stuff, and now I'm kind of like, you know, if you're that desperate to take stuff, I hope you enjoy it. I hope you needed it to make you feel better. But remember, when you go to a convention, all those little people that you see are just that. They're micro businesses. We go to shows. We're kind of like the old style gypsies, you know, where we go to circus, and, you know, you guys taking stuff from us kind of hurts. And I know you're supposed to be on YouTube and Facebook and be like, wow, everything's great. But this is the first time I've ever been in Salt Lake and people took stuff that I know of. I mean, maybe people took stuff before. I know people have taken stuff on and off throughout the years. But it was the first time that I actually, like, saw it. And yeah, it was sad. Thank you, Elaine. It was sad. And I kind of expect better at Salt Lake because everybody's so polite and helpful. And even the teenagers are like, oh, I'm sorry, ma'am. I didn't realize that you know. And this year was the first time ever that language wasn't watched and stuff got taken. And it made me sad. So, we're going to go next year. We'll be there. Already paid for my booths. So, I'll be there. But I'm just going to say some prayers for those people who took stuff. Because if you need stuff or you want something and you can't pay for it, contact me or ask me, or, you know, I take chores from kids if they're short for money. I mean, I did that this year, and this teenager kind of, oh. But she took the discount and she said the chore, and I turned to her parents and said, I expect to hear about it next year. So I do. And I'm sure Elaine and a couple other people can tell you that I do that. Or if you, like, you know, you don't have enough but you want to come in, if you're willing to work, you know, we're trying to work with people, pandemic and all. So there you go. Enough about that. Otherwise, Salt Lake was great. Yay! And I got my caramels. Yay! And I even got some saltwater taffy. Wow! Which I tried never to eat, but I just can't help myself because it was fresh. Fresh. And we went to Little America and had food. It was still pretty good. You could tell COVID had hurt Little America and the DoubleTree. And you know who you are at the DoubleTree. It was just not so good. But otherwise, we got to see friends. We got to see some of you. It was nice to see some of you and talk to you and be catch up a little bit. So I hope you had a good time there. If I see you at another show, come up, say hi, say you watch PorchCon. Because a lot of people did, and I was like, oh. And met some new people. So it's all good. Our next show is the Denver Comic-Con, which has been taken over by Armand. I don't know your company's name, Armand, but they bought them out. They bought out some shows from Ben Stevens, so it should be interesting. And then after that, we are doing, I believe my next show is the San Diego Special Edition! And those of you who asked, Darth Vader's fine. He's still stuck to the steel of wall, otherwise known as file cabinet. But he will make a brief appearance next week, because this week he's kind of, stuck. He is. Let me see if I can show you. There he is. Oh, look, he's trying to say help. Ha ha ha. Help me. No, Darth. Help me. Are you still there? Okay. So, yeah. Denver is Halloween weekend, Elaine. So, yeah. It should be fun. Should be good. Should be interesting. So, what are we going to look at today? I don't know. What are we going to look at? I don't know. Wow. Are you guys there? Someone type something. Okay, I'm going to assume you guys are there because it's telling me I'm still alive. Like I said, Denver is Halloween weekend. It's called Fan Expo. Yes. Fan Expo Denver. If you want the link, Elaine, I will try and post it later in this fan thing. Don't you have new patches? Well, if you'd been in Denver or Salt Lake, you would have seen that we have new Dragon Slayer patches, and that's about it. I have new patches coming. Customs has told me that they're trying to clear it, and they asked me if it was okay to clean them, and I'm like, of course it's okay. What am I going to do? Say no? But, I have Dragon Slayer, if you didn't see it, in Salt Lake, and then I have some Firefly ones that are still clearing customs. I know. If I could just sew. I'm not making patches. But, if you want, Elaine, next week I will devote it to new patches. I could do that, because this week it's all about the autograph. So, when we were in Salt Lake, I had a bunch of people talking about supernatural autographs. So, let me just say, the only way you get supernatural autographs, unless it's Misha Collins or one of the lesser people, you know, the boys. You know, the boys. The boy. Is by going to a creation show. Oh, thank you, Donna. Oh, man, you're like my, you're on top of it. So, if you go to creation, And you pay for their gold ticket, which started at $1,000, and depending on the city is $1,200 to $1,500, and sometimes you get to meet the boys and sometimes you don't. It's $149.99 to get the ticket, to get the boys' signature. Then you have to pay tax on top of that. Then you have to pay an $8.99 service fee to get that ticket, which is digital. Then you have to bring your own item, which is, there's also tax on that too. So the picture's like 7 something with tax, because we're in LA and it's like 10%. So when all is said and done, I clear $11. So when I sell the 2 of them, I'm not even quite making $22. So keep that in mind when you're doing stuff. Hello, Philip, welcome. Please send any food items you can send. I couldn't resist. I saw the basket. It looked awesome. So there you go. And one more of Misha. So if you're interested in any of these, let me know. They all have creation stickers on the back. All of them. And believe it or not, Misha is like $120 at the Salt Lake show. It was amazing. We also have other guys like Stan Lee. And this is just wax paper. Why is there wax paper? Let me tell you. When we went to Salt Lake, it was 104 degrees when we got there. And when we went through California, it was like 114. It was hot. And then Saturday night when we were loading out, I'm like, my God, I need a sweater. It had dropped to 60 degrees. Sunday, because we stayed Sunday, it was a little cool. Just a little cool. It was in the 60s. So with the temperature going up and down and up and down, the ink, especially metallic Sharpie, will up and down with the picture and the weather. So that's why we use a wax paper. And that's why we tell people to do it and not to make top loaders or final frames. Just saying. Robert Mukes, I see you. Welcome. What's your next show? Are you going to be in Denver with us at the Comic-Con? No? I don't know. I know you do a lot of shows at Halloween, so let me know. Capaldi. You know, we did a Star Trek show like a month ago. Did I mention we did a Star Trek show? It was a rough show. So, I'm just going to keep showing you guys autographs.
What it?
Up, 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 up. Sound everywhere. And the Armand. And Michael Dorn. And Susie. And Denise. What a doll she was at the Vegas show. What an absolute treasure. She was wonderful. So there's some peaks. So next week, for Elaine, we're going to do an all Pat show. This week, not so much. I showed you a few autographs, mostly supernatural. If you're interested in a supernatural one, private message me. Because I'll do the same price we do at a show, $200. And I will mail it in the United States for that. So I'll make less than $11. Okay, maybe I'll charge shipping on that one. But you saw some of my other autographs. You know we have a lot. We have some Angelica Houston from Adam's Family. Okay, I can't sing. Never said I could. But we'll have some Angelica Houstons. Maybe we'll have them next week, and I'll show them before I show the patches. Hello, welcome. But I'll let you know. It's nice to see so many people watching. It makes me feel really good. And, you know, still part of a community. And like I said, being at Salt Lake and those other shows were really great. It really helped because sometimes selling stuff and all we ever hear is negative. Especially on Amazon. It's so nice to see everybody and interact with you at a show and here at PorchCon. Let's see. Do I have anybody else? I have a Renee. As you know, Renee has passed. And I think I showed Armin. And Terry in that red, oh my god, dress. Oh, and a Ronnie Cox. Oh, and Marina. I miss seeing her. She is so funny in person, and I miss that. You know, her walking around going, hey, dealers, come. I know my place on the food chain. And Brent. So the rest are other ones you've seen from Fan Expo that we're authorized resellers of. That's about it. We're trying to keep everybody connected. Robert Mukes is going to be doing some shows because he's a horror specialist, actor, thespian. So check him out. I hope all of you are safe. Barb, it's so inspiring to see and read your stuff on Facebook lately. Thank you. And thank all of everybody else. I hope you guys are having a great day. I thought Max would come and visit, but he's kind of having a kind of day. And he wants more food. He keeps telling me he wants more treats. But there's only so many treats you can give him before he gets sick, and it's not good. So, I hope you all are well and blessed, and I will say prayers for everybody that I know. Because I'm still a recovering Roman Catholic. But anyways, I hope you guys are all good. I look forward to hearing from you. Be well, be blessed. And I will see you next week with patches for Elaine.